This week on Granite State Challenge, the team from Oyster River High School takes on the team from Trinity High School. Only one team will advance. Granite State Challenge starts now.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by NEA New Hampshire, Safety Insurance, the New Hampshire Lottery, DF Richard Energy, Cognia, HRCU, and viewers like you. Thank you. Get ready. It's time for New Hampshire high schools to match wits in a high-stakes scholastic showdown. It's time for Granite State Challenge. Here's your host, John Cannon.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on Granite State Challenge this week. We are in our fourth and final quarterfinal matchup. 3 teams have already punched their ticket to the next round, and we've got 2 teams here to find out who's going to round out the semifinal field. Let's introduce them to you. First up, we have the team from Oyster River High School, and they are led by senior captain Lincoln. And Lincoln, you are a scuba diver. Tell us how you got into that.
My mom is into scuba diving, so I started learning with her, basically.
All right, and do you ever scuba dive around here in New England anywhere?
I do not, no.
All right, so where do you prefer?
Mostly the tropics.
Yeah, water's a little bit better for that, huh?
Yeah.
Excellent. Lincoln is joined by Aaron, a junior who teaches kids English, but not just any kids. Who are these young men?
Yeah, so I teach 2 kids who live in Kenya. I got started through an organization called Bridge to Literacy. It's all online. I do it through Skype and WhatsApp.
Nice. How are they doing? They learning a lot?
Yeah, well, they're already pretty good at English, so I just get conversations started with them, give them some reading text, and it's good to have a friend in another country.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. That is a fantastic thing that you are doing. Aaron is joined by sophomore Annika, who has taken a stand on the age-old debate between what 2 condiments?
Ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup and mustard. And where do you land on that debate?
Mustard.
Okay, why mustard?
Just because it's superior to ketchup.
Okay, well, what better reason than that? So is that the only thing to put on a hot dog?
Yeah.
That is the right answer. Good job. And Annika is joined by James, a junior who learned how to juggle. How'd you learn how to juggle?
Back in 8th grade during COVID, one of my teachers made us learn something new every week, and I just decided to do juggling for one of them.
All right, you want to come around front and show us what you got?
Sure.
All right, let's see it. There it is. No lie, folks. Thank you, James. The team alternate is junior Chris, and the team is coached by John Monahan, and they're the team from Oyster River High School. All right, facing off against them is the team from Trinity High School, and the team is led by senior captain Katie, who, like me, loves what?
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay, how did your love affair with coffee begin?
I started working at Dunkin' Donuts about 4 years ago.
And now?
I worked at another coffee shop after that, and now I just make coffee at home with my espresso machine.
Well, you have an espresso machine at home. So, all right, what's your favorite recipe? You make anything special?
At home, I like to make white chocolate mochas.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Katie is joined by Liam, a senior who does musical theater. How long have you been doing musical theater?
Probably about 6 years now. Been doing it, yeah.
All right, sing, act.
I sing, I act.
Dance?
Working on that part.
Working on the triple threat. You got
Yeah.
anything coming up that you're excited about?
Yeah. This spring I'll be auditioning for Little Women, so be excited to go how that goes.
All right, good luck. I hope you get the part.
Thank you.
All right, Liam is joined by Hayden, who just started a new collection of
Shoes.
any old shoes?
Preferably nice sneakers.
Nice sneakers. Okay, so what was the first pair you got in your collection?
Jordan 1s.
Jordan 1s. All right, and how far along in this collection are you?
About 2 pairs.
So you know what? It's a new collection, but you know what? It's a lifelong hobby, and I think it's pretty awesome. So keep it up, Hayden. All right, and rounding out the team is Matt, whose favorite subject is also a favorite of mine, which is?
History.
History. Okay, so are you taking any history classes right now?
Not in name, but I just finished taking AP Comparative Government.
All right, so there's some history in those government classes. You got anything history coming up? Maybe next year, you thinking?
Next year, I'm hoping to take modern studies, I think it's called.
All right, cool, excellent. The team alternates are sophomores Desmond and Tyler, And the team is coached by Andrew Lavoie and Louis Sievers, and they're the team from Trinity High School. All right, before we get started, one more introduction, of course. Back with us again this week is our judge, Ann Belancha. All right, teams, we're ready to play the game. Go ahead and grab those signaling devices, and we're going to jump into round one. In round one, we're going to play for 10-point toss-up questions. Oyster River and Trinity, good luck. Here we go. You'll find springboards, platforms, pikes, and tucks in this sport. Liam of Trinity.
Gymnastics.
Sorry, no. Oyster River, Lincoln?
Pole vault.
No, it is diving was what we were looking for. You'll find Robin Hood and his merry men hanging out in this woody area in Nottinghamshire. Matt of Trinity.
The woods of Nottingham.
We need a name, Oyster River. It's on the tip of the tongue, Sherwood Forest. Tip of the tongue there. All right, the design on the front side of the Pulitzer Prize Medal of Benjamin Franklin was created by this Exeter, New Hampshire native, also known for the statue of Abraham Lincoln at the Lincoln Memorial. Hayden of Trinity.
Williams.
Sorry, nope. Aaron of Oyster River.
Johnson.
Sorry, it is Daniel Chester French. Here we go. This English scientist's 1665 book, Micrographia, included illustrations of plants and animals as seen through the lens of a microscope. He also discovered the law of elasticity, which is named after him, and was also an architect. He is sometimes referred to as England's Da Vinci. Liam of Trinity.
Michelangelo.
Sorry, no. Lincoln of Oyster River.
Newton.
Sorry, no. It's a good guess. It's Robert Hooke is who we were looking for. All right, teams. Moorhens are medium-sized marsh birds related to rails. Moorhen was the winning word in the 2022 Scripps National Spelling Bee. Spell moorhen. Liam of Trinity.
Moorhen.
You got them all. All right, teams. Our next question is our Unitil power question. It's going to come to you on your monitors and is worth 20 points. Take a look.
This superhero was raised by his Aunt May and his Uncle Ben, who told him that with great power comes great responsibility.
Aaron of Oyster River.
Spider-Man.
Yes. This carnivorous plant is found in bogs in North and South Carolina. Unsuspecting insects and spiders are caught by the plant when they step on trigger hairs that snap the plant's leaves shut, trapping its prey. Hayden of Trinity.
Venus flytrap.
That is correct. In 1781, this became the first planet discovered using a telescope. Hayden of Trinity.
Venus.
Sorry, no. Lincoln of Oyster River.
Neptune.
Nope, closer. It was Uranus. All right, teams. This author wrote and illustrated the children's picture books Where the Wild Things Are and In the Night Kitchen. Classics You Know by Maurice Sendak. All right, teams. In this game, your goal is to sink your opponent's boats. Matt of Trinity.
Battleship.
That's right. At 20,310 feet, this is the only mountain in North America that is over 20,000 feet above sea level. Liam of Trinity.
Denali.
Yes. All right, teams, go ahead and take a look at your monitors. This essayist, philosopher, and poet, sometimes referred to as the Sage of Concord, was a leading proponent of transcendentalism. He met his first wife, Ellen Louisa Tucker, in Concord, New Hampshire in 1827 when he was a visiting pastor. Matt of Trinity.
Emerson.
Yes, Ralph Waldo Emerson is right. The sayings and ideas of this Chinese politician, poet, and philosopher are collected in the Analects. Hayden of Trinity.
Confucius.
Yes. Teams, what punctuation mark would you use to join two independent clauses lacking a coordinating conjunction? Liam of Trinity.
A semicolon.
That's right. All right, next up we have a math question. You have pencil and paper in case you want. What is the area of a room that is 12 feet by 15 feet? James of Oyster River.
180 feet.
180 square feet. We'll give it to you. At one time, the Amoskeag Manufacturing Company was the largest textile manufacturing company in the world and employed over 17,000 people. It went bankrupt in 1935 as textile manufacturing moved to southern states. In what New Hampshire city was the company located? James of Oyster River.
Newmarket.
Sorry, no. Trinity? Liam.
Manchester.
That's right. It was right there in Manchester. And that sounds ends the round. And it looks like Trinity out to a bit of a lead after the end of round one. All right, nice job, teams. We're going to roll right into round two. And round two, our 3 strikes and you're out round. We're going to give each team 10 questions. We're going to go down the line player by player until all 10 questions are asked or until 3 strikes and you're out. As a reminder, each team has 3 passes which you can use, and the inspiration for each question can be found in the previous question. So we'll start with Oyster River. And Lincoln, this is your question. This cracked icon of American independence is found in Independence National Historical Park in Philadelphia.
Liberty Bell.
Correct. Aaron, the great bell of the Great Clock of Westminster in London is better known by this name.
Big Ben.
Yes. Annika, Ben Affleck co-wrote the movie Good Will Hunting with this friend.
I don't know.
It is Matt Damon. James, Johnny Damon was an outfielder for this team when they won the 2004 World Series.
The Red Sox.
Correct. Lincoln, this late-night host starred as an obsessive Red Sox fan in the 2005 movie Fever Pitch.
I don't know.
It is Jimmy Fallon. Aaron, before he was the host of The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon was a cast member on This Weekend comedy show from 1998 to 2004.
Saturday Night Live.
Correct. Annika, this actor known for his dancing in Grease, played disco dancer Danny Monero in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever. You have 3 passes you can use.
I don't know.
Okay, it was John Travolta, and that is your 3rd strike and the end of your 3 strikes rounds. All right, Trinity, same deal. We're going to go right down the line, starting with you, Katie. This is your question. In this fairy tale, a young girl breaks into a Ursine family's house and makes herself at home, eating their food, sitting in their chairs, and sleeping in their beds.
Goldilocks.
Yes, Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. Liam, this species of bear is native to China and eats bamboo.
The panda.
Yes. Hayden, the 2008 animated movie Kung Fu Panda features the voice of this actor as Po Ping.
Jack Black.
Correct. Matt, actor Jack Black starred as substitute teacher Dewey Finn, who turns his class into a rock band in this film.
School of Rock.
Yes. Katie, the animated show Schoolhouse Rock aired between Saturday morning cartoons from 1973 to 1984 and included a song about the function of this part of speech that joins words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction function.
Yes. Liam, conjunctivitis is an infection of the eye that is also known by this colorful name.
Pink eye.
Correct. Hayden, Pinkham Notch in northern New Hampshire, first recorded in 1784 by Jeremy Belknap, is located in this county.
Hillsborough.
Sorry, it is in Coos County. Matt, with a population of a little over 31,000 people, Coos County is the least populous county in New Hampshire. This county, with a population around 400,000, is the most populated county.
I don't know.
All right, it is Hillsborough County. Katie, how many counties are there in New Hampshire?
7.
There are 10 counties in New Hampshire, and that is your 3rd strike and the end of your 3 strikes round. All right, teams, at this time, I would like to ask the alternates to come on up and join their teams at the podium as we go into our 60-second round. In this round, both teams will get 10 questions in a category. You guys can work together as a team, and I'll take the team captain's answer as the team answer. Oyster River as the team trailing, you get to select first. So Lincoln, you can talk to your team and choose from these categories. Money makes the world go around, book it, and say my name.
Money.
Money. All right, money makes the world go round. The answers to the following will be words that are all slang for money. So, Lincoln, I'll take your answer as the team answer. 60 seconds, start the clock. This could be money or what you use to make bread.
Dough.
Yes, this could be money or a bivalve you use to make chowder.
Pass.
This is clams. This could be money or what you do when you have an itch.
Scratch.
Yes, this could be money or a gathering of bens.
Pass.
It would be Benjamins. This could be money or a gathering of male deer.
Dough. Bucks.
Yes, this could be money or the call of a pretentious cow.
Moolah.
Yes, this could be money you bring home or a delicious breakfast pork product.
Bacon.
Yes, this could be money or what you use to make French toast.
Bread.
Yes, bread. This could be ill-gotten money or what Vikings did along with pillaging.
Plunder.
It is loot, and that is the end of the round. Tough round, but after how many? 6 correct on your 60-second round. All right, Trinity, we turn to you, and Katie, you and your team can choose from Book It or Say My Name.
Could we do book it?
Book it, yes. The answers to the following will all include the word book. So, Katie, I'll take your answer as the team answer. 60 seconds, start the clock. You might use one of these to mark your place in a book.
A bookmark.
Yes. What you might bring to class to jot down important things.
Notebook.
Yes. This is a synonym for a purse.
A book. Pocketbook.
Yes. This is what a person who loves reading might be called.
Bookworm.
Yes. This is where you'll find all the recipes.
Cookbook.
Yes. This author, educator, and orator is buried at Tuskegee University.
Booker T. Washington.
Yes. You might place your illegal bet with this person.
A bookie.
Yes. Mark Zuckerberg was one of the founders of this.
Facebook.
Yep. This musical about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day
Book of
Saints.
Mormon.
Say it again.
The Book of Mormon.
Yes. And Liesl Meminger steals books in this 2005 novel by Marcus
Thief.
Zuzak. Say it
The
again.
Book Thief.
Book Thief is correct. Is that a 10 out of 10? Congratulations, 10 out of 10 on your 60-second round. All right, well done, teams. Alternates, thank you so much. You guys can grab your seat as we head into round 4. In round 4, we're going to pick back up with our toss-up questions, but we're going to double the point value to 20 points. So 20-point toss-up questions, but we will also be deducting 20 points for incorrect responses. So a lot can change in this round. Oyster River, Trinity, good luck. Let's go. This species of white whale is found in Arctic and subarctic regions and is related to the narwhal. A baby one was the subject of a hit children's song by Rafi in 1980. Lincoln of Oyster River.
Belugas.
Yes. This could be a novel by Charles Dickens or the stage name of a magician and illusionist. This is David Copperfield. In 1747, a Scottish doctor, James Lind, while working for the British Navy, conducted what we might call a clinical trial today and discovered that citrus fruit could cure this disease. Hayden of Trinity.
Scurvy.
Correct. This singer-songwriter's first album, Stranger in the Alps, was released in 2017. Is Phoebe Bridgers. Actor Christina Ricci played this character in the 1991 film The Addams Family and the 1993 film Addams Family Values. Annika of Oyster River.
Wednesday Addams.
That is right. This flirtatious cartoon character with an alliterative name, created by Mark Fleischer in 1930 and known for the phrase boop boop ba-doop, was based partly on silent film actress Clara Bow. Liam of Trinity.
Betty Boop.
That is right. This Australian arboreal marsupial has unique fingerprints on each of its digits, similar to humans. Matt of Trinity.
Koala.
Yes. All right, teams, your next question is a science question coming to you on your monitors. Take a look.
My name is Jay. I'm with the New Hampshire Science Teachers Association, and I have a science question for you. Biologist E.O. Wilson is often referred to as the father of biodiversity. He was a world-renowned myrmecologist. What small animal does a specialist in myrmecology study?
Aaron of Oyster River?
Lemur.
Sorry, no. Trinity? I did not know it. Ants is the correct response. All right, team. What monarch is the state of Virginia named for? Lincoln of Oyster River.
Queen Elizabeth,
Which one?
the first.
Yes. Who was the first U.S. president to be impeached? Hayden of Trinity?
Trump.
Sorry, no. Oyster River? James? Sorry, didn't quite get there. It was Andrew Johnson. Timothy Chalamet played this character in the 2019 film adaptation of the novel Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. He played Theodore Lawrence, or Laurie. 4 out of the 9 justices currently serving on the U.S. Supreme Court are women. Name them. You may have had 1 or 2, but we were looking for Amy Coney Barrett, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and Ketanji Brown Jackson. Written between 1000 and 1012, The Tale of Genji by Japanese author Murasaki Shikibu is considered by many to be one of the first examples of this type of writing. Aaron of Oyster River?
Fantasy.
Sorry, no. This is the first novel. While they were both competing for the Republican presidential nomination, George H.W. Bush called Ronald Reagan's economic plans, now known as Reaganomics, this. He referred to them as voodoo economics. All right, teams, a math question for you. Go ahead and grab that pencil and paper if you like. How much would you pay for a $50 pair of shoes if you had a coupon for 30% off? James of Oyster River.
$35.
That is right. For this next question, go ahead and take a look at your monitors. This may look like a house cat, but this small wild cat is found in sandy and stony deserts in North Africa in Southwest and Central Asia. Lincoln of Oyster River.
Sand cats.
That is right. This French philosopher and writer, known as a key figure in the philosophy of existentialism, was awarded the 1964 Nobel Prize in Literature, which he then turned down. This is Jean-Paul Sartre. Composer Aaron Copland wrote the music for the ballets Appalachian Spring and Rodeo. He also composed the music for this 1938 ballet about a young outlaw gunfighter who was killed at the age of 21. It was Billy the Kid. This author, who wrote in Yiddish, won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1978 and two U.S. National Book Awards, one in children's literature in 1970 for his memoir, A Day of Pleasure, Stories of a Boy Growing Up in Warsaw, and one in fiction in 1974 for his collection, A Crown of Feathers and Other Stories. His name was Isaac Bashevis Singer. This plant, a member of the bean family, is probably native to Asia and Africa, but is cultivated worldwide. It is used to make blue dye. Annika of Oyster River?
Indigo.
Is right, yes. Before he created Star Trek, this man was a combat pilot in World War II, a pilot for Pan American World Airways, and a speechwriter for the Chief of Police of the Los Angeles Police Department. It was Gene Roddenberry. This series of civil wars were fought for control of the British throne by the Lancasters and the Yorks. Lincoln of Oyster River.
War of the Roses.
Correct. In 2007, this Illinois U.S. Senator announced his candidacy for president. It was Barack Obama. With fewer than 600,000 residents, this is the least populated state in the U.S. Lincoln of Oyster River.
Wyoming.
Correct. This holiday, which marks the unofficial end of summer, was signed into law as a federal holiday in 1894 by President Grover Cleveland. Aaron of Oyster River.
Labor Day.
That is right. In 1997, the U.S. Senate confirmed this person as the first female Secretary of State. Liam of Trinity.
Hillary Clinton.
Sorry, no. Oyster River is Madeleine Albright. At 6 feet 4 inches, Abraham Lincoln was the tallest president. At 6 feet 3.5 inches, this Texas native was the second tallest president. It was Lyndon Johnson. Teams, what is the shape of a DNA molecule? Hayden of Trinity.
Double helix.
That is correct. One country begins with the letter Q and one country ends with the letter Q. And that sound ends our game. It tightened up there at the end, but it looks like Trinity is going to be moving on to the semifinals. Congratulations, Trinity. We'll see you in a few weeks in your semifinal match against Plymouth and Oyster River. Tough game today, but congratulations on your first round win. And thanks so much for coming back. We hope you had fun. We had fun having you here. And we hope you had fun at home as well. We hope you join us next week when the teams from Merrimack and Hopkinton High Schools face off in our first semifinal match. That'll do it for us here for now. But thank you so much for joining. I learned a lot, and I hope you did as well. We'll see you next time.
Major funding for the production of Granite State Challenge is provided by Unitil. Additional funding provided by NEA New Hampshire, Safety Insurance, the New Hampshire Lottery, DF Richard Energy, Cognia, HRCU, and viewers like you. Thank you.